Assalamu alaikum everyone. I hope you all are fine and doing well. Uh, as we have discussed different topics regarding training in development, we have discussed training evaluation with full details. Now we want to discuss training in development methods. In this chapter we will discussing different methods that companies are using on the job training, video, audio, visual, different methods that companies are using in order to train their employees, their advantage and also their disadvantages, why companies are using these methods. There are a number of methods that companies are trying to use in order to train their employees or in order to achieve their goals and objectives, in order to have a skillful labor. So that's why they're using different forms of training. They're using different methods. So they're using different methods in order to train their employees. So let's discuss each and every point in full detail so it can help us. So this is just an example. Training at La Quinta Hotel is a chain of hotels that they're having thousands of employees in different parts of USA, I think. They are providing different types of training for video training for their front desk employees, those employees that they are in most contact with they have direct contact with the customer, because they believe that these people that are having direct contact with the customers are influencing the company image. They are playing a key role in company's services, in company's image, everything. Because if everything is fine, if your hotel location, services, everything is fine, but the behavior of receptionist, maintenance worker are not good with the customers, so what will happen? Everything will go down. So that's why they have decided to provide training for their front desk employees, so they can be very professional. They can have a good relationship with customers. They can satisfy the needs and wants of the customer, and they're having a professional, because that's a first glance. When you enter into a hotel, you're meeting a reception. If she or he is smiling at you, welcome you in a very professional manner, it affects guests, because you are tired. If their services are good, cleaning services, maintenance services are fine, then you will be happy from the hotel. Because in other countries most of the rooms are rated, so they can rate you on the hotel, whatever website they are having, they can rate you 5-star, 2-star, 1-star, low. They can put the comment, so next time if anyone want to book the hotel, when they check in, they say the review of customers are very low, most of the customer are complaining. For example, they say, let's say I give you example, you visited you want to go to, let's say, Istanbul. You check a nice hotel is in Istanbul, and you found out some hotels that they are having bad review from customer. They say the maintenance is not good, their bed sheets is not clean, their toilets, everything, they are not hygiene, and this. So you will not book that hotel, so you will choose another one, because their review is very down, their reception, their behavior, whatever. So overall, this company has decided to provide a training for their employees in order to have a proper service for their employees, for their customers. And also they have tried to find out which employees has direct impact, direct contact with the customers. So we need to train those employees. So that's why let's read. So what else is there? Inshallah, the 11-person training department at La Quinta Hotel is responsible for call centers, reservation and franchise opening training, retraining and education for manager and owner at more than 600 hotels, a workforce that includes 10,000 employees. In 2008, the company focused training on employees who have most contact with the customer and the most influence on whether they they return or choose to stay in other La Quinta hotels as they travel. So they want to see influence them. So if next time they want to travel to another city, will they choose the same hotel or go to another hotel? Or if they come back, will they choose the same or not? These employees include housekeepers, maintenance employees, that they who's maintaining the hotel rooms, everything, the cleanness, bed sheet, bed towels and other facilities, the training department, front desk employees. Front desk employees, we know that those who are direct contact with their customers, receptions, payment, cafe, for example, if they're having restaurants, waiters, and these are people who are in front desk employees. Although most of the training was formerly online, the training department found that face-to-face instructor-led training result in greater improvement in guest satisfaction and intent to return scores. One type of training method is used as a game similar to Monopoly that guides employees through front desk operation and helps them learn how to deliver superior service. So that's one type of training they are using in order to train their employees, so how they can give superior services to their customers. So that's why they have choose online training as well. So the training program involves small group working with a facilitator to review different services, scenario and situation that occur. The groups are asked to consider how employee can deliver the best service in the scenario. So they are making such scenarios that, yes, okay, I'm a guest, one is a front desk reception, another is there. They are making that scenario how they behave. So for example, you're making a scenario that you're choosing some stuff for front desk and some make them as a guest, that they're coming and entering to the hall and entering to the hotel and see what's happening. So there's the use of small group help the employees learn from each other. Front desk employee are better experts at customer service than any trainer. So they're very good in customer service. They are experts because they are the first people that are facing customers. So that's why they need to have a very professional and expert employees in front desk. For housekeeping and maintenance employees, the hotel use DVDs for training. Employees are provided with small portable DVD players when they need to learn tasks that they are frequently performing on the job. So they are giving them a player, DVD player at that time 2008. Now I'm very sure that most what hotels are. I've tried to find new latest training, but unfortunately I couldn't. So that's why now we all know there's no DVD player in these things. So there's iPad, so you can give them videos on iPad, they can watch it, how to maintain hotel room after the guests leave, what job you need to do, what you need to look after, beds, bed sheet, all these facilities. Let's say dustbin, you need to change it on time, you need to windows cleaning stuffs, everything needs to be clean and on time. So they were providing DVD players so their employees can use in order to learn. For example, DVD for cleaning the bathroom, review the entire cleaning cycle. So from where you need to start cleaning the toilet and what you need to clean from A to Z. These are start from here, finish it here. You have to clean, do the hygiene in all these matters. So now we know that because of COVID-19, most hotels you need to have a spray, hand wash, sanitizers. They must look after, if the guests are coming, they must change everything, their services, everything. Maintaining the hotel is very important, because when you enter into hotel you see the smell. You see, for example, if someone is smoking inside and you someone has smoked inside the hotel and some has an allergy with the smoking, and you give them the same room. So these are affecting your customer service. So your maintenance is not well. For example, you went to a hotel, they haven't changed the dustbin, is still the same, TV is not working. For example, if it's hot, AC is not working. If it's cold, heater is not working. So all these are, it needs to be maintained. These affects your employees, your customers. So that's why you need to maintain everything on the standards, keep them with the standards that you're having. So in order to have this, so employees take DVD into the bathroom and watch the process of cleaning a bathroom before they try to themselves. They can fast forward and review DVD as needed to learn its own pace. DVD are available in both English and Spanish to accommodate the employees' language. So this hotel also use games that include employee from different function and level, including maintenance worker, front desk employees, housekeeper and supervisor. The purpose of the game is to help employee work together and understand the need to communicate with each other to solve guest problems. Based on a photograph of a room, employees are asked to determine which small detail might lead to a large problem. For example, if the TV remote requires battery and it hasn't been checked to see if it's worked correctly, the next guest in the room will not be able to watch TV. The guest will be inconvenienced by having to wait for new batteries to be delivered to the room. So that's why we have discussed training is very important. Why we have discussed the importance of training, each and everything. So it has effect. When we consider globally, when we think about global perspective, those people are very serious regarding a thing, because they pay you, for example, 30, 40 or $100 per night or $50 per night. So they need a service. They need their hotel needs to be according to the standards. They come, they have traveled, for example, 6-7 hours. They come there and their, let's say, heater is not working. They come, for example, it's very hot. Let's say Dubai is very hot. They came from Europe and the AC is not working, or the remote of AC has no battery, and you say, oh sorry, we need to bring the batteries, wait for us in this. So it shows your unprofessionalism. It shows that you are not serious regarding the service you are provided. Or some people have stayed there for 2 nights and after that you haven't changed the dustbin, you haven't cleaned the desks, you haven't cleaned the bed sheet, you haven't changed it, you haven't saw anything in the room, you haven't cleaned the room. So these are all things that it has effect on your customers review or customer service. So that's why this hotel has provided different types of training, DVD players, scenarios, on the job training, communications, how they can solve, photograph they take, what else we need to do in order to have a proper customer service, in order to provide best service, in order to have a professional staff and employees, and also in order to have competitive advantage in the market, and also to retain their customers. So for example, if Mr. Ahmad visited Istanbul this time, if he's happy from the hotel, price, services, location, everything, next time he will book the same hotel, because he have already experienced it. Yes, that's very good hotel, very nice people, good service, nice rooms, nice view, everything is perfect, their services. So next time you don't waste your time on searching new hotels or whatever, so you just go with the same company. So that's why they are trying to have better services in different format, in different countries, in different cities, in different places. So let's see, as we have discussed that this chapter is regarding your types, methods of training. This hotel, La Quinta Hotel, use a combination of training method to ensure that its housekeeper, maintenance employees and front desk employee deliver excellent customer service. At La Quinta, the most companies' training methods have to be developed or purchased within a budget. There is usually a sense of urgency for the training, and training must be made available to those employees who need it. Instructor-led classroom training still remain the most frequently used method. Regardless of whether the training method is traditional or technology based, for training to be effective, it needs to be based on training design model. So we have studied what is the training design. So it's all about what will happen. It needs to be within a budget. If they are having a budget, instructor-led classroom is very effective form of training. Most people are like this type of training, and they are using this. Others are using class training or technology based training. So let's this is what we have discussed, and other chapters. In chapter 7-8 present various training methods. Chapter 7 focus on traditional training methods that do not require new technology, internet for delivery. However, most methods discussed in this chapter can be delivered using CD-ROM or the internet. For example, a classroom lecture can occur face-to-face with trainee traditional training, or can be delivered through a virtual classroom in which the instructor is not in the same room as the trainees. So as I have discussed on the first, that overall introduction I have discussed with you, in this chapter we will be considering types of trainings: video, edu, on-the-job training, presentations, slides, everything, animation. So different companies might use traditional types. No technology, lecturer is coming and provide you training to the trainees. So we will discuss each and every point in this. So that's overall introduction regarding this. Also, introduction can be real time or time delayed through technology. A lecture can be attended live through the trainee. The trainees are not in the same classroom as the trainer. So we all know what's technology. It's very simple points. I don't think so we need more explanation regarding online live training, online training. Or the lecture can be video taped or burned onto the CD-ROM or DVD. The lecture can be viewed by trainee at their convenience on a personal computer that gives them access to appropriate medium for viewing the lecture: CD-ROM, DVDs, or internet connection. Chapter 8 discuss technology-based training methods, including web-based training, e-learning, and virtual reality. The increased use of technology-based training for delivery of the instruction is occurring because of the potential increase in learning effectiveness as well as the reduction in training cost. So that's all. Companies use different forms of training nowadays. Most companies, they are trying to use technology. They're using internet. They're providing training facilities for their employees where they can access training videos from their home from convenient time. Anytime they're having access, they can use that. Or they can be provided with class-based training. Class-based training, we all know a lecturer can give them a training session. So keep in mind that many companies' training program use a combination of method to capitalize on each method. Some companies, they are using traditional method and also the latest technology based companies. For example, Colorado Spring Utilities training program began with brainstorming session to engage trainees and help them enjoy the training and retain more of what they learn. In a safety training class, students experience a simulated emergency, have to be response using their new skills along with their knowledge of an evacuation plan. So these are different types of how they evacuate people from the class, how they can evacuate them from the building. This is I was watching one video. Latest we saw that the plane has crashed in Indonesia. So I was watching one video. They were training their stewards, their pilots, how they can provide the jackets, safety jackets for passengers if there is an emergency case, and how they can ask them to open the door and jump to the sea. So how they can jump, their light, how they wear, everything. So these are type of training might be used in different purposes. So afterward, the trainer critiques their performance and trainees discuss what they have learned. So then the trainer asks them what they have learned. They can give them what the suggestion, objection, everything. So that's what we have in this slide on the job training. Afterward, the trainer, so this is one time brainstorming that they're having a sessions regarding training programs. So you're having a trainer, you are giving them, for example, let's say what we call it, there is a employees responsible for fire exit. For example, in Ar Salam University, there are people responsible. For example, if there is a fire in one building, how to evacuate the whole students into a safety area. So who is responsible? People inside, for example 10 people for safety and security. So they need to be trained. If there is a real fire, how they can evacuate, let's say for example 1,000 students, male and female, and reach them to a safety area. It needs training. As I have discussed this in our in many classes, that once we started our bachelor, the first day I remember that once we were studying, it was Friday, we were just in the class, the fire alarm started, so everyone was running, so everyone started, so the safety and security personnel have arrived with their jacket, and they say, please go this way, please go this way, and they evacuated the whole classes, and they have taken us. So I asked my friend that there's no fire, there's no smoke, everything, why we are running? He said just run. So when we went to the safety area, everything has come there, all their personnel, student, lecturer, employees, everyone came to the safe place. Then they say it's just a test. Why? It was a type of training that how you can evacuate 200, 300 individuals, because it has a impact. So if 1,000 people are in the building and there is a fire, everyone will shout, everyone will run from one way another way, jump, and all these things. Their life is at risk. So that's why you need to give them a training program. So that might be a video training, that might be a scenario, that might be on job training, that might be audio, that might be lecture, safety and security, everything. So that needs a proper training session. So it's not easy, as we have discussed. Evacuation training program, how to have training. Now we all know regarding security issues, now they have to train their personnel. If there is a, God forbidden, if there is a suicide attack, if there is attackers enter to the building, how you can secure the doors, where you need to sit, how you can do check, how you can do the security check, cameras, transport, everything. So we all know, basically we all know the issues that companies, people are facing there. So that's a type of training. It's not easy. In other countries, if there is a neglect, if your employees die because of your negligence or because of your safety and security issues, the company brand image, stock market, everything goes down. People will boycott your product. They say these companies are not looking after their employees, they are not having safety and security, their employees are not safe. For example, 100 people die. Why? They couldn't save them, they didn't have safety and security procedures or employees. So that will have a big impact on your brand image and on your company as well. So these are different training session. Trainees complete a written exam and review to ensure knowledge retention. Whataburger, a family-owned business that includes 700 restaurants in 10 states, hosts its annual Whata Game training activity to boost employee loyalty, pride in their work, and productivity. So this is another example. Whataburger, which has a 700 restaurant in the United States, they're having different activities. Basically they're giving large prices, they're asking they're having some certain questions they're asking their employees regarding the company history, how to make burger, how to cook, in which degree, how to keep a burger. So they're asking different questions from their team. So they're having 700 restaurants, so they're having asking different questions. For example, in what degree you need to keep beef burger in winter, in summer, what will be the degree of fridge or freezer. So if they are right, okay, tell us about history of our company, what do you need to add in, let's say, in this pizza. So if they, any team that have win, they are giving them prize money of around, I think, $140,000 every year. They are giving them in prizes, giving them gifts, medals, and these things. So let's see what the Whata Game training include. A quest shows that test employees knowledge of menu items, procedures, and company history. Example, at what temperature does chicken have to be reached to be properly cooked? 165 degrees. To prepare for the competition, employees review company history as well as operation manuals. During the What's Cooking competition, employee team are tested in simulated lunch rush. Inspector examine every order, prepare for accuracy in presentation. Beside benefiting the company, winning teams split more than 140,000 in prize money. So they are there is a benefit, they are making actual. So if what will happen for this game, for this prize, employees need to go and review each and everything regarding the company. They need to go and review the menu, they need to review the safety and security procedure, they need to review each and everything, because to win the prize you have to see in which degree you need to cook the chicken. So 165, okay. In which degree you need to cook for example beef in this, okay. What is the procedure, safety procedure, safety and security, health and safety security, or whatever, what's the procedure, okay. Company, when the company has started, what is their goals, objective, and all these things. So it gives them a passion to learn, because you want to win a prize. So that's a type of training the company is using in order to achieve their goals and objective, in order to have a trained employees. So they learn everything. So every employee want to win the prize, every team want to win the prize. So they, even in McDonald's as well, they are having, I think, annual or after a few years, I'm not sure, because one of my friend brother was working in McDonald's. He got many prize as a best manager, branch manager. So their customers were very happy from their services, front desk employees, their timing, because when you ask them to wait 2 minutes, you must make them everything ready in 2 minutes. If your chips is cold, if there is no ketchup, if there is no tissue, if there is no salt, if there is no pepper, they don't like that service. They say, what is this? I have paid money, I need to have each and everything. So he got many awards in, let's say, in these things. So for example, let's say you're having a restaurant in Kabul, and you're having 5-6 restaurants in Kabul, you're having in different, overall you are having 50 restaurants, and you follow the same training method, and you ask them how to cook this, how is the customer service, how is this, how is fridge, everything you ask them, whatever has given you, what is our goals, objectives, company history, everything. Whoever win the game, we will give them a prize. So it will enable your employees to go and review each and every thing. So that's why this Whataburger is using this method in order to train their employees. The traditional training method discussed in this chapter are organized into 3 broad categories. One is presentation method, hands-on methods, and group building methods. The following section provide a description of each method, a discussion of its advantage and disadvantage, and tips for the trainer who is designing or choosing the method. The chapter concludes by comparing method based on several characteristics, including learning outcomes influenced, the extent to which the method facilitates learning, and transfer, cost, and effectiveness. So this chapter we will be discussing the advantages, disadvantages, cost, everything of the training. So it's presentation methods, hands-on methods, and group building methods. So we'll be discussing under presentation methods there are different types, and under hands-on method there are small points which we will be discussing all these points. So that's disadvantages, and also their advantages, which method will be more beneficial and cost effective and less time consuming for the company. So we will be discussing all these points as well. So in next class I will be discussing all these points. So overall what we have discussed, let me review today so we will understand what we have discussed. So let me go through training. We have training at Linguenta hotels. As I have said previously in my many classes, that I want you to be practical, not theoretical. Why I'm bringing different examples, so you can learn practically what's happening between you can learn practically what's happening inside the company, so you can choose it. So we have discussed one Linguenta hotel example, and we have discussed the introduction regarding, and we have discussed this CD-room, then we have discussed Whataburger example. So that's all about methods of training companies are using. So as I said, it depends on technology, availability of technology, availability of resources. For example, if you use internet based training in a remote area in Afghanistan, you cannot, because you don't have high-speed internet to play there. The network might not work there, so you need to choose some other way, other method of training. So it's based on availability of resources. You see which type of training is more effective, which type of training people like, and which type of resources needed, and do we have that type of resources or not, technology or others. So thus we will be discussing presentation methods in other techniques, in different hands-on methods in another class, inshallah. See you in the next class.